Minecraft is all about being creative. You can literally build anything that comes to your mind, and some people have taken that to another level. So today we are going to check out some of the most insane survival mega bases that we had the chance to get our hands on. So let's get straight into it, and here is the first one. The futuristic and sharp looking base was built by Vesco in his single player survival world. The base first got famous in Reddit with a post featuring it, and it gained over 70,000 upvotes. It features 8 towers that are built around the center and also holding up the huge center with chains, as you can see. A super unique overall shape in my opinion. There are also those small biome islands around the center that look super cool. And a bit more towards the center are also different small farms that the player can quickly use when needed. Going down in the middle we can see quite a lot of rails that lead to different farms in the world. But there is more. Diving in right here and going even deeper, we can find an awesome looking map room, as you can see. The whole base is right under your feet. That's really cool. But there is one more thing I want to show in Vesco's world. We all know what the regular end entrance or stronghold looks like, and that's pretty boring. But what is not boring though is what Vesco did to that. And I present to you the, I guess like a spiky version of the stronghold. Like what? How damn awesome is that? I don't even wanna know how long this thing took him to build. Make all of that just for an end portal in the middle, and these insane decorations all around it. But next we have something out of this world. This is Space Valkyria 3, a very impressive and famous base from 2B2T. It represents the space station, and the building of the whole base started back in 2017 by Jack the Ripper and his friends. There's a cool garden at the top and also some different farms in the middle here. You can also get into this tube and just run or fly around in it. It might seem that the base is a bit unfinished, and that's true. Sadly, as there are no rules in the 2B2T server, the base was eventually found and griefed in 2021, before Jack the Ripper could even have a chance to finish it. That's really unfortunate. But the base will still go down in the 2B2T history as one of the most impressive end bases ever built. There's also a lot more interesting about this base, for example how it was actually built twice in the same server. So if you wanna know more about the history of this base, I recommend checking out Sal C1's video about it. It is really interesting. But moving on. This base is called the Equilibrium City, and it is built by Andre. My favorite part is the exact copy of the solar system built at the top, as you can see right here. Sun in the middle and all of the other planets all around it. And we can't ignore these 4 huge cities built around the base out of emerald, lapis, redstone and gold. Also all the different floating islands that are around the base that have villages or cities built on top of them. The overall design of the base is super unique and interesting. The world is amazing and has over 2000 hours of work put into that, which is just crazy to think of. The links to all of the bases will be down below, so if you wanna check them out yourself, you know where to look for. But now we have another base built by a 2B2T player. This is called the Mother of All Keeps and was built by Crowbar. It is built out of sandstone and cobble, so a pretty odd choice of blocks, but he managed to make it work, as you can see here. The base stretches from the build limit at the top to the bedrock at the bottom and consists of thousands of blocks. There are lots of towers, different rooms and hallways. It kinda feels like a huge maze you're in. I have no idea how long this kind of build would take, but my best guess would be a pretty long time. Sadly, as with the Space Valkyria, this one was also griefed by a group some time ago. Luckily, it lives on as a Word download for everyone to see. But now, let's move on to the end. This is Teed's End Hub, and in a world that is over 7,000 days old. I have to mention that this is also built in hardcore, and that makes it even more impressive. The hub features many different buildings that are all around the main tower in the middle. And the tower in the middle is almost entirely made out of obsidian. I really like the details at the bottom. It kinda looks like a blooming flower of some kind. Really unique design. The Enderman farm next to the hub is also decorated nicely, and everything goes well with the overall theme. Teeth has a lot more awesome builds in this world, so make sure to check it out yourself if you're interested. Let's check out a pretty unique pyramid now. This is Impulse SV's Shulkercraft Season 7 base. It is a huge sea pyramid surrounded by a circular hallway. I really love the colors he chose for this. The warm ocean turquoise blue and pink go together so well in my opinion. But as interesting as the outside may look, there's quite a bit also inside the pyramid. The first thing you notice while entering are the farms under your feet. There is a melon farm, pumpkin farm, sugarcane and kelp farms on the sides. Iron and creeper farm in the middle, and cactus farm at the very bottom. Also a slime farm right here. So the whole base is filled with farms, which makes it not only pretty but also really practical. And on top there's a fully automatic chest area. Overall this base is really cool and super practical at the same time, and I really like the colors they used. But next up we have a whole kingdom as a base. This is built by Antler Boy, completely in survival, and it's really impressive. The whole area has many different buildings and all built in a medieval style, so everything blends in super nice. My favorite part is the old castle right here. You can see that it's overgrown and starting to fall off the cliff. That is also confirmed by the pieces that have fallen right down here. A super nice detail in my opinion. We also have quite a few flower and wheat fields up here, and also the windmill area. I really like this design of windmill, since I have never seen anyone build it like that. On the other side we have a small village with a castle on top of the mountain. The buildings are impressive, but keep in mind that all the mountains here have also been built in survival. The area was pretty much flat before all of this. And last but not least, the main castle, which is also the biggest one, right here on top of this mountain. Overall, this whole kingdom is amazing, and if you want to explore it yourself, Antler Boy also has a word download under his video. But now someone else from Shulkercraft. This is Mambo Jumbo's base from Season 7 of Shulkercraft. And you might see some similarities with Vesco's base that we saw in the beginning of this video, and that's true. Mambo has said that he took some inspiration from that base. But anyway, let's check it out. The most interesting part about this base is that it's living. And yeah, like really living. You have to feed the base golden apples to keep it alive. If apples are not deposited regularly enough, the base will start shutting down various parts such as beacons, lighting for the storage system, and eventually closing off the nether portals. At the top of the base is also a heart that you can actually hear beating. And it starts beating with increasing irregularity the closer the base is to dying. So to keep everything going, you have to feed the base. Super cool idea in my opinion, and I have never seen anything like this before. He also has a really nice chest room with a sorting system and everything else that a good base should have. I definitely wanna know which base was your favorite, so let me know in the comments below. But I will see you next time. See ya!